I have to save in my chat.
Captain, I have detected that Edgewater's power supply is now optimal. I applaud your willingness to invest your time in the local community. What can I do for you, Captain? Do you know how to install a power regulator? Step 1. Pick up your power regulator. Step 2. Approach the terminal located in our engine room. Step 3. Insert power regulator. Step 4. Celebrate. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Oh, I don't need that. That's level 2. That's the one I have. Level 2.
What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
All doors are still sealed, but it's journal. Main class. Stuff of this class to do. Search for Zoe. That's what I need to do. Yes. Let's go. Oh, thank you. I forgot. Edgewater's this way. I want to go there first. Anyways. Edgewater. Where's that? No. fast travel to my ship. Yeah, it's not what I discovered. But unreliable. It's this way. This is in a little shed. Oh, I forgot. Let's go and do something. What's that? Clipped. Yeah, water would be some kind of drink. Two. Okay, I'm good. We're doing good on him.
Cannery's been running at full capacity all day.
Spacer's Choice, the brand of choice for spacers on a budget. Music to my ears.
All this stuff and sell. Oh, so.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Choice. Music to my ears.
Certain things. How much is 10? 400? No. Yeah. I don't know if that really counts as. I don't know.
Heard something outside the walls today.
What's
Merciful law. Is that a marauder's outfit? I don't want you wandering into my shop wearing something you've lifted off a corpse. Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness. So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all dying of plague. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment. Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Had your rations yet? You read the latest report?
Only the part that's quotas.
Devitt's folk hadn't abandoned us. Cannery could use those extra hands.
Nothing we can do about that.
Sure there is. We can have another zero G.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthier.
Almost lost a finger in cannery.
Listen, Clancy, if you get busted again in a week, Mr. Reed will make that face. Oh, hey. I guess you sent power to Edgewater, like Mr. Thompson wanted. Guess you're gonna leave now, huh? Fix your ship and fly off. Maybe some night the falling star we wish on will be you. Only with every part of my body. Is that rude? We don't leave town much anymore. When I was little, I used to wander all over. People on the street stare.
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts? I expected as much. I've been thinking about it. I could use Adelaide back, but if she's being obstinate, try to talk her followers into returning. We need the extra hands.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they care much for me. Sure thing, Captain. I'll be waiting back at the Unreliable if you need me.
Good. That's where I want. Yeah. Scratching at my door. It's fucking shit. Sorry, I didn't notice he was doing that. Get off the piano. I'd be surprised if the cat freaking started playing freaking the piano.
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
It's not the best choice. It's space. Music to my...
What do you think you're doing? Nice doing business with you.
Had your rations yet?
Worth
Yep.
it.
2 whole cans of salt tuna.
What do you think you're doing? All right. I'll look the other way this time.
Cannery's been running at full capacity all day.
Do I need to send you money tomorrow? Yeah. Okay. Is there anything you need? Okay.
Just get yourself what you need.
Okay. Sounds good. I was just asking. Snack stuff. Wow. I still gotta check this. This is kind of his food, right? No. It's kind of his food, right? Yes. I could sell those. Yes. Well, that's fine. Go to my ship for a minute. Unreliable. Any place I could fast travel to. That makes sense. Since it's on supernova. Anything food-wise I don't need on me right this second. I'll go in the fridge. Or can I? No. Cash store. Why? Your chef. Why can't you store food? In the fridge. Maybe I have to...
All systems are now operating within acceptable parameters. Shall I take our ship into orbit?
Yeah. Skip that.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells. Based on my initial calculations of Dr. Wells's personality, that seems highly unlikely.
Ah, there you are, hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kilkelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay. Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design. Cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters. Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now. I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Captain's quarters.
Captain Hawthorne used to be more dashing.
Oh, this is where I put stuff. I don't need. I'll take what I want. I'll take. Five. Five.
Make yourself at home, Captain.
I'll need the water pills. Piece of bread. No. And those could be stored. Five of those. All of those. And then take five.
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite entertaining the way you drool and whimper.
Terra 2.
We are now in orbit above Edgewater, Captain.
You could have 4 companions. I'm not going to use them. Journal. And the rock. Nice. Okay. Plus 5 medical bonus. That's perfect. So I'm not really sure about the helmet. Yeah, defense. And armor. I mean armor, rather. I should save. Go back into level. Who knows I could store? Oh, they don't weigh anything. That's fine. No. Know what you're doing. You're not stealing. just going to save. Permanently die. Let's go into sell the junk that I have. Sell this junk. Slow.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing.
There.
Work your jaw on some Spacer's Chaw. Music to my ears.
Don't eat that.
Had your rations yet? I'm supposed to be helping. I'm going after his balance. About that. Go back into
Unexpected. system alert. Beginning security. All Fire area adjacent unit performing an area sweep now.
Okay. One. Further down. Further. How far down am I going? Just done.
You want the name?
Okay.
You take a shower today?
Yes, I did. I washed my nightgown too. I'm buying a new one tomorrow. And I could throw this one out since it's ripped.
They should have a lot for Christmas.
I'm going to get a Pikachu one like I did last time.
Invest.
Wayne's got to my page. It got changed. So am I. Monty. 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 No, down. Down. Monty. Come on. Oh, whatever. No. Fucking listening, so whatever. I'm here if you wanna.
Any luck finding one of those manuals?
I'm here.
No kidding. Really? Well, which one? The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special on the off chance that somebody'd search out those data pads for me. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. Well, don't keep me in suspense. Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit. What's on your mind?
Okay. Nothing to go freaking to. Stuff I'm selling. Okay.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Look at that. The snakes come back. My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
I see why you have a grudge against Reed. You basically killed your fucking boy, not treating him. Okay, time to do that. Power. And once everyone leaves, I'll go to my search. I'm forgot. Door that's not open. Will be sealed. I'm
Gonna find you! What's that noise? You hiding?
Stand down! Say that.
Hear that?
damn.
Fresh meat.
I should join the Marauders. So I have to fucking take them out.
Unexpected. System for unauthorized persons.
Actually, those are
think the fence is good how it is. I forget about block. So, I still don't really need block. Never remember.
Any luck? No kidding. Look at... I appreciate... In fact... Well, don't keep me in... Ain't that too... Well, don't keep me in... The geode? That's a complete... I've been safe.
Now this.
Come out here!
First off, I should go to my ship. Save. There are some that I want to put in. None of that. They don't provide anything. Save again. Let's take her with me, actually. She would be helpful.
Something you need? That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers.
What? Freaking cat.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month. I love the wind here.
Let's go. That's pretty town. I took her weapon and replaced it with a non-elemental.
You think corporate's ever gonna visit? I'm not allowed.
Miss Holcomb ain't allowed in this establishment. Not since that little incident. Ask her if you care. I'm running a business here.
I won't touch anything while we're in here, Mr. Moreau. I promise.
Music to my ears.
Stealing.
Henry's been running at full capacity all day.
Take him down! Waste of company ammo! Who's that?
Oh, they're shooting. Oh. Shooting. I was like, what'd I do?
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit? Running around in a marauder's attire. You're liable to give some people the wrong idea. Just passing you a fair warning is all. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see? Four workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
That seems simple enough. What is the landing pad first? Then it's the only one not in. Oh. That hurt.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff. I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
Wonder if the plague's ever done.
Cannery's been running at full capacity.
Oh, I cut my own hair.
What can I do for you? Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? Experience was my teacher. Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. With what? My own blood? Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies. Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions. Much obliged.
Oh, sweet merciful law. A marauder's in my domicile. Please don't kill me. I still gotta pay my gravesite fees. Wait a second. I heard marauders don't talk much. You can talk just fine. Mr. Thompson sent you to put the fear in me? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy. You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state? Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Sounds like he's already told you. You may as well hear it from me. I'm dying. I'm not long for this world. The date of my expiration is fast approaching, and soon I shall be ushered through the great cannery in the skies.
Don't say that, Mr. Abernathy. You still got a couple decades in you.
I'd steer clear, Ms. Holcomb. My affliction's bound to be contagious. It's plague. Has to be. Silas knows. He knows I got one foot in my grave, and now he wants to charge me for the other one. I'll pay your fees. I don't want any trouble from Silas. But if you could see your way to freelancing for me, I could really use the help. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me. You been there already? And you ain't been ground down into marauder meat? Let's see it. Don't keep us waiting. Sweet life-giving nostrum. The first hit's always the best. Scratched together all the bits I had around the domicile. It ain't as much as you deserve, but it's all I got. You'd really sprat me out? For what? A couple extra bits? Here, take it then.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy. Shit. Silas still on about that. Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment. Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill. could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Open that. Coming and coming. Don't get me caught. Still.
What can I do for you? You know about Eugene? How? Then, you know Phyllis suggested selling off Eugene's gold teeth. I didn't approve of the idea then, and I don't approve of it now. Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave. That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees. Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. The paranoia drove him to take his own life. It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication and suffered its predictable side effect. I included it all in my official report. I'd like to think I saved Edgewater a great deal of money. We never could have paid the fines associated with a suicide.
Lovely to see you above, Miss Parvati.
Things going all right, Silas?
Been keeping him careful and true, miss. Best to ask her yourself.
My dad's buried here. Silas watches over him when I can't leave the house. Oh. Well, thanks.
Something I can do for you? You run into any trouble? Reliable work from a freelancer. That's gonna take some getting used to. And I'll buy you a drink sometime.
Let's go save. No, there's some more missions later. But I'll take a break for now.